It's about time, I think, actually, that we had some good, solid guidance for people who have gotten vaccinated, because most of our messaging has been thanks for getting vaccinated, but it doesn't change anything.
And so that's why today we got really big news from the CDC when they told us fully vaccinated people no longer need to wear masks or social distance around other people who are also fully vaccinated. Fully vaccinated unmasked adults can also visit with unvaccinated people who are at a lower risk for COVID-19. And that's welcome news for so many grandparents. Still, we know these new recommendations are coming with a lot of new questions. Tonight, Fox 59's Courtney Crown is getting answers from doctors.
Today, the Centers for Disease Control issued guidance for fully vaccinated people.
If you're vaccinated and you are going to meet with other people who are vaccinated, go ahead in a private setting with as many fully vaccinated people as you want to. No masks required.
Fully vaccinated people can also spend time without a mask and social distancing indoors with unvaccinated people from a single household who are at low risk for severe COVID-19 disease.
If you're a vaccinated grandmother and you want to hug your grandchild, then it's okay to do that. But it's not okay to hug that child's other grandparents who haven't been vaccinated.
Doctors say you're fully vaccinated 2 weeks after your final dose of Pfizer or Moderna, or 2 weeks after the Johnson & Johnson one shot, leading some to wonder, could this place a higher demand on Johnson & Johnson?
If you go for a Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, you're going to wait a couple weeks to get in, and then it's 3 or 4 weeks, and then 2 more weeks. So you're looking at 8 weeks.
The new mask recommendations pertain to fully vaccinated people in private settings, not in public.
Medium-sized and large gatherings still discouraged. They essentially say that if you want to fly, they still think people shouldn't travel in general, and they aren't talking about vaccinated versus un. So if you're going to go to a public space, you're going to have to wear your mask.
Doctors expect distinguishing between who is vaccinated and who isn't will eventually be tricky.
There may be some technological solutions coming down the road. I think there's some exploration of that, but for now, we're going to either have to have people sort of bring their vaccination card with them, or, maybe go on the honor system in certain circumstances.
Good news, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Are we at the tail end yet?
I think we are reaching the point where we're going to be looking at a disease management process instead of a pandemic process.
Courtney Crown, Fox 59 News.
Courtney, thanks for bringing us those answers. Now, the CDC also reminding people they need to follow the masking guidance of their individual employers. So as we talk about that, we also look at Indiana's progress, what it's doing when it comes to vaccinations. And so far, here's the numbers that we're looking at right now. 1.1 million Hoosiers have gotten their first dose, and more than 700,000 are now fully vaccinated. We do expect that number to really start to go up as we get more access to the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. So keep those numbers in mind. And also, Johnson & Johnson is making more mass vaccination sites and making it easier for all of us to get the vaccine. IMS Clinic just wrapped up about an hour ago tonight, and since Friday, they were able to get nearly 17,000 eligible Hoosiers fully vaccinated. It's unclear if the track will host any other mass clinics, so as soon as we learn new details, we'll update you on that.